click on the subscribe button and remember to press the bell icon for regular notifications from our digital blogger. Hello friends, welcome to our digital blogger. Today we are going to review TradeSmart Online, a recently established discount broker of India. In this review, we will be talking about the company background, pricing, customer service, trading products, trading platforms, exposure, and a lot more factors that can help you to figure out whether TradeSmart Online is a good choice for you or not. Let's get started. So TradeSmart Online is a discount broker. It has been recently launched in the year 2012. It's part of VNS Finance. That particular group has been around for more than 2 decades, and they've recently come up with a discount trading arm called TradeSmart Online. TSO or TradeSmart Online is known for its multiple brokerage plans. It's obviously a discount broker, but it can help you to figure out which particular specific plan works for your requirements. The only concern as of now, it seems that the focus of technology is minimal when it comes to trading platforms, trading tools. TradeSmart Online has a lot to do in-house development. We'll talk all of this going forward. We'll start with trading products. Now, if you are a client or you want to be the client of TSO, in that case, you can trade or invest across equity, derivatives, commodity, currency, or depository services. Now, there are 2 perspectives to look at this. Majorly, these 5 segments are pretty exhaustive in nature. A lot of percentage of people generally invest or trade across either of these trading products. But there is a segment that wants to invest in things like insurance, mutual funds, ETFs, bonds, gold. So there are obviously other investment arenas as well. There are stockbrokers that offer you an exhaustive list of 15 to 20 investment products, but unlike that particular case, TradeSmart Online offers you just 5. So it's obviously your perspective, the way you want to look at this, and the kind of preferences you have in terms of trading and investment products, and accordingly you can look at this proposition. If you talk about trading platforms, this is very crucial. Especially if you are looking to trade on a regular basis, then trading platforms is going to be your friend, and you want those trading platforms to be high performance and giving you rich user experience at the same time. Now, in case of TradeSmart Online, they obviously have all kinds of terminals and browser-based applications for you, and we'll dig into each of that now. We'll start with the mobile application, and for that we need to go to Google Play Store and see whether it provides the kind of value you're looking for. So at Google Play Store, we are looking at TradeSmart Online's mobile app. Well, this app has been there for a while now. The app is rated at 3.5 by around 450 users. And unfortunately, out of that, around 30% of the users have rated this app negatively. So in a sense, the overall satisfaction score stands at around 70%. Industry average is around 81-82%. So obviously, there is a lot that can be improved in terms of customer feedback and incorporation. When if you look at the focus of TradeSmart Online, well, they generally upgrade the mobile app in a range of 3 to 4 weeks. The last update was done on April 29th, 2017, and this app has been installed by 10 to 50,000 users till date. So as of now, it seems that it's going through an evolving phase, and it will definitely mature in terms of numbers, at least in the next 3 to 4 months. When we had a word with some of the clients of TradeSmart Online, there were specific issues. Now, for instance, the issues were around no predefined charts of any particular indices, and then there are concerns around the charting feature of 60 minutes intraday charts. Then there are concerns around whether you switch to a specific app from TradeSmart Online sign. In that particular case as well, you are logged out of the application. So there are specific concerns, would rather say specific bugs which can be quickly improved. And looking at the update frequency, yes, it seems that they could have been improved already, but as of now there has been a lag in terms of incorporation of those feedbacks. And if that particular feedback incorporation gets much quicker, we can definitely see an upgrade in the percentage here of the numbers especially. So 3.5, it is recommendable, but you might face some sort of difficulty using these applications. The concerns will be around very niche areas, so you have to be wary of that. If you're looking for a specific mobile app that performs well, there are much more options available in the market right now. As compared to TradeSmart Online Sign, there is app from Zerodha. Fires is doing certainly good. There are mobile apps from 5paisa that is doing good. So especially in discount broking space, there is quite a bit of competition, and TradeSmart Online needs to pull up the socks to get onto it. So as far as recommending this mobile app is concerned, it is an average mobile application. You want to go ahead with, probably you can go and do that, but you might face some concerns as we mentioned. Now let's talk about other trading applications from TradeSmart Online and see whether probably they are better for you or not. So we are using ourdigitalblogger.com for reference here. When it comes to trading platforms across browser-based applications or terminal-based softwares, TradeSmart Online more or less outsources this particular job, as we discussed initially, that they don't really have in-house capability or maintenance specifications. So they've got Nest, which is the terminal-based software from NSE. It is maintained by Omnisys Technologies, and you just need to download and install into your desktop or laptop, and you can go ahead with your trading. It is highly exhaustive when it comes to number of features, and performance is also good. So speed wise, you will not have much of a complaint, but the only concern is that one, you will not be able to get your comments or feedback incorporated directly through TradeSmart Online. What's going to happen is, if you have something that you want them to work upon, or you want to share your feedback, they will transfer your feedback to NSE or Omnisys Technologies, and if those guys like it, then most likely it will be incorporated, otherwise it will not be. So that is one sort of hard way looking at things. Other than that, the user experience of this application definitely needs a lot of overhauling in a sense. It is bland at times, and usability is also a concern. So accessing some of the features, understanding some of those features can be difficult, especially if you're a beginner. So it's a problem of plenties in a sense. So Nest is an okayish application. It's been there for a while, so it's definitely a mature software. Then they've got Now. This is a browser based application. You can access it through any particular browser, Chrome, IE, Mozilla or Safari. It can work across operating systems. So the thing with Now is that it is lightweight. It will give you all kinds of data and technical analysis features. But the only concern with this particular application is the speed can be improved. User experience is actually fine in this particular case. So there are some concerns, some positives. You have to look what you can go away with and what you can, which you are okay with, and correspondingly you can pick a specific stockbroker. Up next, what they have is something called Spin. Now this is also a terminal based software, and they have developed in-house. So although they have had less focus on technology, but now they've at least got one option that was developed by their technical team. This terminal based software is pretty exhaustive when it comes to number of features. Usability is also good. They've given a special focus on technical and fundamental analysis. They will give you different types of charts. As you can see, 10 types of charts, 80 types of technical indicators. It's filled up with the heat maps as well. If you want to draw some strategies within the application, you have 19 different pattern style options for you. So you can see that from technical analysis features perspective, definitely this is pretty exhaustive in nature and can certainly be used by intraday traders especially. However, speed and performance can be concerned at times. We need to lay that out, especially for people who are looking to have high performance trading applications. And it is relatively bulky too, so it will require a decent configuration of the desktop or laptop you are using to use this particular application on. So there are positives and negatives, and you have to see again which works for you and which not. So these are multiple trading applications from TradeSmart Online's house. Some of them are developed in-house, some of them are still through NSE based applications. So from trading platforms, jumping to pricing. So if you want to open an account with them, they will charge you 200 rupees for Demat and separate 200 rupees for the trading account. For the maintenance of your account with them, you need to pay 300 rupees every year to TradeSmart Online. So from account opening and maintenance perspective, it certainly looks a little expensive. When it comes to brokerage, like we mentioned earlier, that they've got multiple plans for the different kinds of traders and investors. So the flat plan is 15 rupees per executed order, no precondition here, and you can directly jump into it and start paying this particular brokerage. So apart from the flat rate plan, TradeSmart Online has couple of other options for you. One of them is called value plan, wherein there is no minimum commitment of the trading account balance. You can start with even less as 1000 rupees. But whatever turnover you put on the stock market, a specific interest rate or a brokerage rate rather would be levied on it to calculate your brokerage charges. So at the delivery level, you need to pay 0.07%, intraday 0.007%. In other segments, you can see the values are pretty less. So that is a value plan. Then we talked about the power plan already, 15 rupees flat. Then there is an infinity plan, especially for heavy traders or experts. Then what you need to do is you need to select a specific segment you're looking to choose. So let's say if you want to trade in equity segment, you need to pay 4,000 rupees per month and you can trade unlimited level. There is no cap on the number of trades you place or the amount of turnover you put through in the stock market. Similarly, for currency, the value is 2,000 rupees and commodity again at 4,000. If you want to pick all of these sort of commodities and segments here, they do have discounted rates. You can have a word with them and can get clarity on this. Then there are transaction charges, obviously, along with any other sort of values here. You can see it's pretty flat rate at 0.00350%. Now, one thing you need to understand is that generally NSE based equity delivery and intraday rates are 0.00325%. So from that particular perspective, these values are slightly high, especially looking at equity options. Now, to give you an idea, Zebra charges you 0.053% here, and they are charging you 0.0715. Now, this is a big giveaway that transaction charges are actually being used to get away from the discounts they are giving in the brokerage rates. So you have to be very sure what you are paying. Don't just stop on the account opening and brokerage rates. You have to look at these transaction charges. Otherwise, you will feel that you have been cheated later. So these are not hidden charges. If you want, they will be telling you. But at the upfront, they generally talk about the account opening and brokerage rates. But you must talk about transaction charges, especially in case of TradeSmart Online, where they are charging you 40-50% higher than the industry standards. So that is one negative here. Now moving ahead from pricing, let's move ahead to the presentation again. Now talking about exposure or leverage, some people also call it margin. For people who don't understand the concept, basically it's a short-term loan provided by your stockbroker at a specific interest rate. Now in case of TradeSmart Online, they give you a decent range. As you can see here, equity delivery you are provided 4 times. In intraday you are given up to 30 times. That's very huge number for exposure rates. On other segments as well, you get a consistent exposure value from TradeSmart Online. So if exposure or margin or leverage is your cup of tea, then TradeSmart Online is the place to go. Now moving ahead, if we talk about the positives and negatives of opening an account with the TSO or TradeSmart Online, we have covered most of the chunk already in this review, but we'll start with the positives first. So in case you're looking to open an account with them, the positives are that they are part of VNS Finance Group, which has been there for a while, so reliability is definitely there. The multiple brokerage plans is definitely a big advantage. Depending on your needs and your requirements, you can choose any particular plan and you can take it accordingly. Then obviously the exposure rates that we just saw. Now these are some of the best rates in the industry right now, and especially if you're looking for exposure and you are a beginner, then it will help you a lot. Now at the same time, there are some negatives. There is a downside to TradeSmart Online as well. Trading platforms is one of the biggest areas that they need to work. They have started to an extent, but definitely there is a lot of room to improve there, and they need to take some quick steps to get in line with the other discount brokers of the country. Then customer service is actually below average. If you are looking at number of communication channels, the quality of service they give you and the focus they provide you as the client is pretty average in nature. You can't really expect a lot from them. So if you are going to be a client of TSO, then customer service is one thing that you can go away with, because you won't be getting a good quality there. Then the number of trading products are also very limited, as we just saw that there are 4 to 5 segments available only. In case you have insurance needs or mutual fund investments you want to make, you have to choose any other particular financial house, those needs will not be available and will not be fulfilled by TradeSmart Online. Then the account opening and maintenance charges are also pretty high. Generally what happens is in discount broking, either you are being charged for a Demat account or a trading account. In case of TradeSmart Online, you are being charged for both of them, which is probably a negative in a sense, and the interest cost in case of TradeSmart Online is actually very high. So these are some of the positives and negatives, and we have done a complete review here, and it's up to your preferences, your requirements. Based on that, you can pick TradeSmart Online or not. However, if you want to have a word with the executive of TSO, what you can do is check out this link, digitalblogger.com/TradeSmart Online, open Demat account, put in your details there, and we will be setting up the call back with TSO for you. If you want a stockbroker that matches exactly with your requirements, what you can do is check out the other link, digitalblogger.com/free call back broker choice. Here we might ask you some preferences, put in your details, and we will be setting up a call back for you absolutely free regarding the expectations you have. So this is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching it. We hope you liked it. In case you did, please go ahead and press the thumbs up button. We would really appreciate that. You can also subscribe to our channel, A Digital Blogger, at YouTube for similar videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching the video again. Bye bye.